The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, formerly known as the Millennium Dam and sometimes referred to as Haday's Dam, is a gravity dam on the Blue Nile River in Ethiopia under construction since 2011. The dam is in the Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia, about 45 kilometers east of the border with Sudan. The primary purpose of the dam is electricity production to relieve Ethiopia's acute energy shortage and for electricity export to neighboring countries. With a planned installed capacity of 6.45 gigawatts, the dam will be the largest hydroelectric power plant in Africa when completed, as well as the seventh largest in the world. Filling the reservoir began in July 2020. It will take between 4 and 7 years to fill with water, depending on hydrologic conditions during the filling period and agreements reached between Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt. The name of the river is derived from the Ge'ez word for great, to imply its being the river of rivers. The word Abe still exists in Ethiopian major languages to refer to anything or anyone considered to be superior. The eventual site for the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam was identified by the United States Bureau of Reclamation in the course of the Blue Nile Survey, which was conducted between 1956 and 1964 during the reign of Emperor Haile Selassie. Due to the coup d'état of 1974, however, the project failed to progress. The Ethiopian government surveyed the site in October 2009 and August 2010. In November 2010, a design for the dam was submitted by James Calston. On the 31st of March 2011, a day after the project was made public, a $4.8 billion United States dollars contract was awarded without competitive bidding to Italian company Scialini Impregilo, and the dam's foundation stone was laid on the 2nd of April 2011 by then Prime Minister Meles Zenawi. A rock crushing plant was constructed, along with a small airstrip for fast transportation. The expectation was for the first 2 power generation turbines to become operational after 44 months of construction, or early 2015. Egypt, located over 2,500 kilometers downstream of the site, opposes the dam, which it believes will reduce the amount of water available from the Nile. Zenawi argued, based on an unnamed study, that the dam would not reduce water availability downstream and would also regulate water for irrigation. In May 2011, it was announced that Ethiopia would share blueprints for the dam with Egypt so that the downstream impact could be examined. The dam was originally called Project X, and after its contract was announced it was called the Millennium Dam. On the 15th of April 2011, the Council of Ministers renamed it Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Ethiopia has a potential for about 45 gigawatts of hydropower. The dam is being funded by government bonds and private donations. It was slated for completion in July 2017. The potential impacts of the dam have been the source of severe regional controversy. The government of Egypt, a country which relies heavily on the waters of the Nile, has demanded that Ethiopia cease construction on the dam as a precondition to negotiations, has sought regional support for its position, and some political leaders have discussed methods to sabotage it. Egypt has planned a diplomatic initiative to undermine support for the dam in the region as well as in other countries supporting the project such as China and Italy. However, other nations in the Nile Basin Initiative have expressed support for the dam, including Sudan, the only other nation downstream of the Blue Nile. Sudan has accused Egypt of inflaming the situation. Ethiopia denies that the dam will have a negative impact on downstream water flows and contends that the dam will, in fact, increase water flows to Egypt by reducing evaporation on Lake Nasser. Ethiopia has accused Egypt of being unreasonable. In October 2019, Egypt stated that talks with Sudan and Ethiopia over the operation of a $4 billion hydropower dam that Ethiopia is building on the Nile have reached a deadlock. Beginning in November 2019, U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Stephen T. Mnuchin began facilitating negotiations between the three countries. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is estimated to cost close to $5 billion. About 7% of the 2016 Ethiopian gross national product. The lack of international finance for projects on the Blue Nile River have long been alleged to Egypt's persistent campaign to maintain presumed hegemony on the Nile water share. Ethiopia is forced to finance the GERD with crowdfunding through internal fundraising in the form of selling bond and persuading employees to contribute a portion of their incomes. The design changed several times between 2011 and 2017. This affected both the electrical parameters and the storage parameters. Originally, in 2011, the hydropower plant was to receive 15 generating units with 350 megawatts nameplate capacity each, resulting in a total installed capacity of 5,250 megawatts with an expected power generation of 15,128 gigawatt-hours per year. Its